The air is crisp, the leaves are at full color, the sun is climbing over the horizon. It's the start of a beautiful autumn day in Montana.
It is that. Had a lovely fall so far.
We're headed to Eric Moore's feedlot near Miles City, where what's called the Fall Run is underway. Here, calves born in the spring are weaned from their mothers and prepared for shipping to a beef packing plant elsewhere in the U.S.
The cattle are weighed, they're sorted off from their mothers, they're sorted for gender, steers and heifers. We'll receive anywhere from 200 to 800 a day for the next 10 days.
Rancher Fred Wacker has come to buy 100 head of black Angus cattle. 15% of the beef he sells now goes to China. He says that number is growing. China banned U.S. beef exports back in 2003 over concerns about mad cow disease. This past summer, that ban was finally lifted. American cattlemen in places like Montana see huge new export possibilities.
We're very careful what they eat. We test the water that they drink.
Wacker thinks his all-natural herd is a perfect fit for the rapidly growing Chinese protein-eating market. One hurdle, his cattle are processed at a plant in Nebraska, 1,000 kilometers from here. That costs him $80 a head. Why, he wonders, not have a similar plant in Montana?
It's going to be more profitable for the Montanans, and it's going to be less expensive for the people that buy it.
The issue came up in September when Chinese Ambassador Sui Chiang-kai came to Montana. Wacker suggested that by helping his state build a packing plant, Chinese investors could get more Montana beef onto the country's dinner plates. He says he got a good reception.
We should keep in mind the real interests of our two peoples, like the people in Montana, people in China, how trade will benefit both peoples.
I think the will to do it is here.
Wacker thinks Montana's advanced cattle genetics and its fresh air and wide open spaces give the state's grain-fed beef a leg up when it comes to Chinese consumers.
You have to be a hardy animal to survive here in Montana.
We can really fulfill the high-end white tablecloth demand.
Ranchers like these are always looking for promising new markets.
The United States agriculture feeds the North American continent 2 or 3 times over as is. So exports are absolutely essential.
Wacker says 1 million head of feeder cattle now leave this state each year. Keeping and processing them here, he says, could open the beef pipeline to China even wider in the years to come.
It's a win-win for both countries.
Hendrik, Sybrandy, CGTN, Miles City, Montana.